chilling here at Pacific Beach in San Diego. And it's October 2nd, 9 a.m. I decided to sleep in on purpose and missed the morning Mangalarti class sample. I think I went to the last 2 or 3 in a row, and it was amazing. It's just hard to do 7 days in a row. It's hard to do every day of the week, so I like taking 1 day off a week, or maybe 2. And so I'm sitting here drinking a nice coffee, which is cool because I just slept on the beach. Woke up, walked like 30 feet and bought a coffee. So coffee is really expensive here. It's like $2-3 for a small, usually $4 or $5 for a large. It's insane, actually. Obviously you can get cheap coffee at McDonald's, but like anywhere else it's very expensive. So it's one of those things. It's kind of like a convenience. Let's see if I can put this here. So it's an interesting routine I have with waking up at the beach, and they have showers here, so I can shower with soap. And if it's really early in the morning, I can just quickly do a naked shower. There's no one really around, and they have kind of walls around it. But once the sun's up, I just use my swim shorts, and works pretty well. Usually head to the temple in the morning for the program and the Srimad Bhagavatam class, which is always nice. And then hang out with the monks and the Prabhus. Eat prasadam. There's always really good food available, prasadam. And there's instruments there, mridanga, mainly mridanga, and the harmonium, which I can practice and just sing for the deities. So I can play musical instruments throughout the day, practice or read books. So it's very nice. It's basically what I would do if I was at home anyways, reading, singing, eating, meditating. And then usually in the late afternoon I'll kind of just hang out at the beach, walk around a bit. There's a lot of musician and buskers here. There's a lot of musician buskers here, so I'll usually hang out and talk with them sometimes. It was funny last night when the owner of this bar came up and was harassing one of the busker guys I was listening to, and I recorded it. I lost my nerve at the end. I definitely called him an asshole because he was just being sarcastic at the end. I would make a valid point in the hopes that he was gonna kind of maybe open his mind or reconsider things. And I was presenting him ideas like, you have a good message in what you were saying to that man who was busking. I just feel it was at the wrong time. He's on stage right now performing for his large group of fans, audience that are listening, myself included, and you just went up to him basically in the middle of a song and tapped him on the shoulder and told him to fuck off, and move 15 feet away from your business, because allegedly people were complaining about the sound and it was competing with their DJ. So every time I'd make a valid point, he would just say something ridiculous like, "Oh man, well, we're all in this together, man," or it's a struggle, bro. And by the end of it, he was just being sarcastic. You know, he was like, "All right, man, have fun with that energy. You know, have a good life, bro." And at the end, I was like, "All right, well, have fun being an asshole." And I just walked away. I'll probably stay another week. Probably leave next Sunday, or maybe just before, just after. I am learning a lot here. It's very beautiful. Lots of beautiful people, beautiful sights, beautiful scenery. The beach, sunsets every day. I mean, look at this. That's the beach right there. Yesterday I recorded dolphins jumping out of the water from a distance, but I know it's there. I gotta check it. So I've finished my journey, essentially, of walking across America, 3,000 miles, at the request of my spiritual master. And the last part of the journey is to visit Baja California and go to the Ecumenical Order of Christ Church. I'm gonna go hang out there for like a month with some of the monks there. Offer my services, learn what I can. And then probably I'll take an Amtrak back to Canada with my bike. I heard I can do that and take Amtrak. Take a train, and they have spots for bicycles, so that's fantastic. I'll probably do that in early November. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's been about like 4.5 months that I've been out of the country, so I gotta be back at 6 months. Means I have like a month to hang out in Baja, which that should be fun. You know, short and sweet. I could see myself living here. I can't imagine owning a house here. It's ridiculously expensive here. Like, insane. Everything's 4 times the price that it is in Canada or Ontario, where I live. Obviously, Vancouver, west side, is a little more expensive. Not this expensive. So, I could see myself living here as like a brahmacharya or a monk, just living in the temple, or kind of just being a traveler. I could see myself moving between, like walking between San Diego and LA, Los Angeles. That'd be cool. Just walk between them all the time or something. Because I really do love walking. Now that I'm staying in the same spot every day, it's like there's so much time in the day. And there's really no reason to move anywhere when you have a temple providing nourishment for the soul through Krishna Lila and nourishment for the body with prasadam, food. You got the beach here, sunsets every day, beautiful sand, beautiful people. Yeah. I could see myself like busking and making money and getting by on that and being like a really financially stable homeless person who doesn't live in the temple but like is at the temple and just kind of hang out at the beach and do my busking and leave a guitar or something at the temple. I could see that working out really well. It's interesting that video games aren't hitting the spot as much. Maybe it's because I just played a bunch of video games and beat a couple of them. The main one being Lunar 2, Eternal Blue. fantastic game. Oh, it's so good. And maybe it was just like the intensity of the adventure I'm on, walking across America, combined with the intensity of the game I was playing. It's like they just were like two forest fires that burned each other out. It's almost like that, because I feel so content sitting. I feel so content just breathing. And it's almost like playing the game is like a chore sometimes. Sometimes it's very nice for like 20 minutes just to play and hear the music and press the buttons. But after that, it's, I don't know, the itch is almost satisfied. So we'll see what another week of sadhana does in the association of these wonderful, San Diego monks. I'd say my lust has gone up arriving here. My lust was a lot lower when I was traveling, and now it's, I mean, when I'm in the temple, there's no lust, and then when I walk on the beach, I see beautiful girls and women in bikinis and like jogging outfits, and they're smiling at me, and they're healthy, their skin looks radiant and tanned, and they look like they eat well and think pretty well. It's hard to not it's hard not to desire that and want to enjoy that. So I've been struggling with that on a very high level. I imagine a lot of people here do. They must get used to it after a while. I think I am too. Like, you know, after the 100th like beautiful babe, you know, they start to kind of, I don't know, almost all look the same. Like, it's like you see a squirrel, you see another squirrel, you know, you're all right, I've seen them all. So, hey, you can't rhyme. Well, squirrel rhymes with girl. The sadhana is definitely up. The weed smoking's about the same. If not, it's actually probably going down, I'd say. So video games and weed going down, lust going up, which is probably the opposite of how I usually function. I usually am playing a lot of video games and smoking a lot of weed, and the lust is down, so it's just a change, I guess. Anyways, this video is like 12-13 minutes long. I'm gonna stop right there.